Good morning, class. I am Teacher Lance and I'll be your teacher for today and for the rest of the semester. Today we're going to study science, and the topic that we will discuss will be functions of parts of our body. So today we're going to have some activities. Okay, we're going to have two activities. For the first one, we're just going to give our hypothesis of what will happen if we do like this and that. And then for the second one, we're going to do it on ourselves, okay? So I want you to open your book to page 28. Okay, here, what will happen when we blindfold our friend and then we cover the box with the lid? So what if there's a flower in the box and the box is covered with lid? So what do you think will happen? And then you're going to blindfold your friend, okay? For example. So the question is, can your partner smell the flower? So what do you think? Can your partner smell the flower? So here we have yes. So probably your friend can smell the flower. Okay, so we can check the yes. And then, can your partner name the flower? We can say no because he cannot see the flower. Okay? Next one, for the number 2, when blindfolding your partner's eyes and leaving the box open. So what will happen when we blindfold our friend but the box with the flower is open? So can your partner pick up the flower easily? So do you think your partner can pick up the flower in the box? So maybe no, because he cannot see the flower. He cannot see what is inside of the box, okay? And then the next question is, can your partner name the flower? Okay, we can ask, can your partner name the flower? And the answer can be yes, because he can sense the flower with his hands. Number 3, for example, when you are uncovering your friend's eyes and leaving the box open. For example, your friend's eyes are open and also the box is open. Can your partner pick up the flower? So the answer can be yes, okay, because the box is already open and the blindfold is also gone. So probably your partner can pick up the flower. And can your partner name the flower? Of course, yes, because he can now see the flower and he can touch it and can smell it. So he can name the flower. So to do the activity, we have the following parts of the body that work together. We have the eyes, the ears, the nose, the arms, and the hands. Okay? The eyes is used for seeing the flower. The ears is used for listening to the friend. The nose is used for smelling the flower. The arms and hands are used for picking up the flower. So they all work together in this activity. So we can see the flower with our... How do we see the flower? Is it through our eyes or is it through our ears? Good job. Of course, we can see the flower through our eyes. So we can write eyes, okay? So now for the next question, we can hear our friend's voice with our... Okay, so how do we hear our friends? Is it using the eyes or using the ears? Of course, we hear our friend using our ears. So we can write ears. Next one. We can smell the flower with our... So how do we smell the flower? Is it with the nose or with the arms? How do we smell the flower? Good job! It is with our nose. Okay, so for the last one, we can pick up the flowers with our blank. We can pick up the flower with our blank. Is it with our hands or with our eyes? So how do we pick up the flower? Good job! It is with our hands. Actually, we can also use our arms because they work together. So in this activity, we can have this conclusion. we found that different parts of our body have different functions. For example, the nose is used for smelling. Arms and hands are used for picking and carrying. Eyes are used for seeing. So if we lose a part of the body, we cannot do some activities well. So each part of our body has a purpose and it has functions. That is why if some of them are lost, if some of them will be gone, our body will have a hard time to work properly. So this is the activity that we are going to do on ourselves. I want you to open your book to page 32 and 33. Okay? For this activity, you have to prepare the following things. This activity is entitled How the Parts of Our Body Work Together. So these are the things that you have to prepare. The first one are 5 balls. Okay, you have to prepare 5 balls. Or actually, you can just use 1 ball and just use it again and again. Okay, so prepare a ball. Number 2, you have to prepare a basket. Okay, prepare 1 basket. Okay, you have to prepare balls and then a basket. The next one that you have to prepare is a blindfold. You have to prepare a blindfold, okay? For the next one, we also have to prepare 1 chair. So prepare 1 chair, okay? So those are the things that you have to prepare. You have to prepare 5 balls, 1 basket, 1 blindfold, and also 1 chair. So now these are the things that we have to do. Okay, rule 1. This is the first thing that we have to do. Stand and throw the ball into the basket. You have to stand up. Okay, stand up. You have to stand up and then throw the ball into the basket. Okay, stand up and throw the ball into the basket. That is the first thing that you have to do. Number 2, you have to stand and throw the ball into the basket with the blindfold. So you have to wear a blindfold and then, of course, you have to close your eyes and then throw the ball into the basket. Okay? Very good. So for the rule number 3, you have to sit and throw the ball into the basket. So you're going to remove your blindfold and then you're going to sit down and then throw the ball into the basket. Okay? And lastly, you have to sit and throw the ball into the basket with the blindfold. So you're not just going to sit down, but also you have to wear the blindfold. Okay? And then shoot the ball into the basket. Okay? Are you ready, kids? So those are the things that we should do. You can send a photo or video of yourself while doing the activity. You can ask your parents to take a video of you while doing the activity. So while doing the activity, you have to record the results. So what happened when you stand and throw the ball into the basket? Did it get in or did you miss it? And for the number 2, what happened when you stand and throw the ball into the basket with a blindfold? Did it get in or did you miss it? And for the number 3, what happened when you sit and throw the ball into the basket? Did it get in or did you miss it? And for the number 4, what happened when you just sit down and wear a blindfold and then throw the ball into the basket? Did it get in or did you miss it? So you're going to use got in or missed. So those are the results that you have to write, okay? And after doing the activity, you should write your conclusion at the lower part. So for example, we can have this conclusion. We found out that when we could see, we could throw the ball into the basket. So we can write the eyes, hands, legs, and feet work together when throwing the ball. The eyes are used for seeing the basket. The arms and hands are used for throwing the ball. The legs and feet are used for standing and balancing. Okay. So in that activity, we can learn that the different parts of our body have different jobs, right? So to do an activity, some parts of the body has to work together. Okay? Like for example, when we walk, we use our eyes to see. And of course, we also use our arms to help moving with legs and feet to step forward. So we have to use our feet and hands to stay balanced or to keep our balance. So now we're going to have another activity. So I want you to open your book to page 34. So here we're going to do what function does the picture show. So Teacher Lance will show you some pictures and then you're going to match it on your book. What function does that picture show? Okay? So let's go. Okay, so for this picture, what is this for? What is this part for? What are the eyes for? Is it A, for seeing, B, for speaking and eating, letter C, for carrying, letter D, for hearing, and letter E, for controlling other parts of the body. So we're going to match it on our book, okay? But here, we're just going to encircle it, okay, for you. So here, the eyes are used for letter A. The eyes are used for seeing, okay? So let's go to the next part. Okay, what is this for? What are the ears for? Good job! The ears are for hearing. So we can hear using our ears. Next one. What about this? It can be seen inside of our skull. So what is this? It's a brain. So what do we use our brains for? Very good. We use it for controlling other parts of the body. So as you remember, our brain is used for controlling the other parts of the body. Okay? So next one, what is this for? Good job! It is for speaking and eating. We speak and eat using our mouth. Okay? Good job! Next one, what is this for? Okay, this is very good. It is letter C. Our hands are for carrying. Very good, kids. So now we're going to have another activity. We're going to fill in the blanks. So I want you to open page 34 and fill in the blanks. Okay. So we have here the two children. Look at the picture, okay, and observe the two children. And we can write the two children blank. So what are they doing? So what are the two children doing? Okay, so we can write running around. So the two children are running around. And of course, to do the activity, what do they use? A, they use one part of the body. B, they use more than one part of the body. So how many parts of the body do we use? Do we use for running around? Of course, we use more than one part of the body. And what are those? What are those parts? Good job. We have the eyes, the arms, the legs, and the feet. Those are the parts of the body that we use when we run around. And to do the activity, the parts of the body blank. Do they work or do they not work together? Of course, they work together. And these are the following parts of the body that work together. The eyes, the arms, the legs, and the feet. Okay? Very good. Now, you already know the functions of our body parts. And you already know that each part has different functions. So, when we don't have some of the body parts, we may have a hard time to do the activities that we have to do. So that is all for today. I hope that you learned something from Teacher Lance, and also I hope that you enjoyed this class. See you again next class. Bye-bye and God bless. Happy learning!